we always end with the cognitive behavioral affective trauma focused skills section. Now, that's a lot of words. What is that called in our manuals? It's called the talk it, walk it section. Right? How many of you have heard that old, if you're going to talk the talk, then you got to walk the walk? Right? Now, for some of you younger folks or some of you hip hop fans, you may say, oh, that's the song of my Migos, talk it, walk it. Right? Well, you're all right. And so that's my marketing of this skill, this skill thing. So we have a section we call it talk it, walk it. All right. We just talked about some good stuff here that may help us. How we going to walk it during the week? And there's always the thoughts, emotions, and behavioral applications of what we discussed. So for this one, we would talk about, for example, what ideas came to your mind, how you're thinking about feelings and different things. We got some conversation starters. If you got a little bit younger kids, some things that might be more concrete and developmentally easier for them to digest. Then we'll talk about emotions. Then we'll talk about behaviors. And in our program, we always say ideas, emotions, behaviors, and interactions. Because we're constantly trying to reinforce, make sure you have a trauma-informed perspective on ideas, emotions, behaviors. Humans have all of them. If it's just behaviors, and you're missing the ideas that are driving them and the feelings they have, you're going to miss them. If it's just emotion and we can't connect that to practical behaviors to improve life, then we're going to miss something. And if you're telling people what to do and how to feel and you never get at the thoughts which underlie them and make sure they're positive and the ones that need to be replaced are replaced, then it's limited impact. Does that make sense? So if I go to most people today, I say, come on, let's talk about our cognitive behavioral affective functioning. If I say, come on, y'all, we're going to talk it, walk it. Remember, we talked it, how are we going to walk it during the week? Now we're ready to go. Especially my young people, they tend to like those hip hop friendly or popular culture friendly things. And by the way, depending on who you're working with, you might have some other cultural expressions that you may use to describe this section. But at the end of every session, there is a skill development section. There's a behavioral health component. And that's for every one of our, 30 something sessions, because we're constantly trying to address trauma focused, cognitive, behavioral, affective functioning in interactions.